there is something else very significant that took place in your time of Madrid, so take us to the next chapter.
So there was a young man from Germany. He had been sent there by a German company to work, and he was a Christian, and I met him in our Bible study, and he started to pursue me. And so anytime I had a break, he would show me around the outskirts of Madrid, and then we did fall in love. And I remember that was a little bit of a conflict for me, because I always thought I'll marry a missionary or a pastor or somebody in full-time Christian work. But this was a businessman, he was a banker. I thought, that doesn't seem to fit. So I sought some advice from some older spiritual people, and they said, well, Lois, your coming to Madrid could have been a stepping stone, and God needs his people in all professions. You don't have to be a full-time missionary. God can use you in any profession, so be open. Mm-hmm. And so I opened myself up, and then we did marry a year and a half later. And we continued in Madrid working as lay people until the bank sent him back to Frankfurt.
Okay. How long were you actually in Madrid then?
4 years.
4 years, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you said as lay people, does that mean that you were doing a different job than doing missionary work, or no?
No, it was the very, very same thing, except I didn't need supporters. People didn't need to send me money from the States.
Got it, yeah.
So my work didn't change at all. We were there 4 years, and then we were sent to Frankfurt.
Okay. What happens in Germany then that shifts the story a little bit?
We found a really wonderful church. We're there in the heart of Frankfurt. I started working with teenagers. I ran the teenage Bible study, and that was very rewarding. Then my first daughter was born, Sylvia, and it was neat because I thought, okay, I may have to step down, but one of the mothers says, no, I'll babysit your daughter. We want you to continue.
Really? Okay.
So I continued doing that, and then we got involved in the Christian Businessmen's Association. So we continued to serve God wherever he sent us. And then after 5 years in Frankfurt, sent us to Venezuela, Caracas. Mm-hmm. So we were there for 3 years, also got involved in a church there. Then my second daughter was born, Rebecca. And we were there all together 3 years until the bank sent my husband to Kiel, Germany.
Where's Kiel? I don't even know.
Kiel is the northern part.
Real north. Yeah.
Up there near Denmark.
All right.
And that was a great time, too.
Yeah, so your family's experience, collectively, you were born not in the States, and then your kids were born in 2 different countries. Mm-hmm. And do you only have 2 kids? Uh-huh. Okay. So after you go back to Germany, how old are your kids at this time?
3 and 6.
3 and 6. Okay, so you get your hands full in a number of different ways. And you're still doing, are you working with youth there when you go back to Germany?
So we started attending a really good evangelical state church, but they didn't have a children's program.
Okay.
So I had 2 small kids. I wanted a children's program.
Yeah.
So I'll start one.
Yeah.
So I started a children's program, and people appreciated that.